wanted to ask that you could, if you would explain to our viewers. So, because I think with all this discussion we've had this morning, we're making breastfeeding sound awful.
Right. It's not.
My intent today was to bring to light some of the issues so that mothers could be better prepared going into the experience.
Right.
But now we need to talk about, if you are experiencing problems, what do you do so that you don't give up?
Right.
Because it gets so hard.
Right.
But yet it's such...
So breastfeeding is learned behavior. We learn it from other mothers. Our babies learn, so we're learning. Our babies are learning. It takes some practice. So the first week or two can be rocky, but finding help is really key. Oblenis is now baby friendly, and so they do this whole 10 steps of different things that help set breastfeeding up better so that we're not having as many issues in the hospital affecting the long-term breastfeeding relationship. And then community support, La Leche Leagues International. So that's a really great place to turn to for help.
Yeah. I want to take a moment to hear about, I mean, I'm familiar with La Leche League, but viewers may not.
We're just a group of mothers, so it's mother-to-mother support.
It's all volunteer?
It's all volunteer. It's free. 10 years ago, it was phone calls and home visits. Now it's
I had
more,
a home visitor come when I had my son.
It's more online support that we offer, which is
what is the website?
You can just La Leche League, LLLI.org is what it is. Okay. Honestly, it doesn't roll off the tongue.
Okay.
But if you just Google it, you'll find one in your area. There are chapters everywhere, and if there isn't, call a different chapter and they'll gladly help you over the phone or text or email or
refer you to
they'll get you to one closer.
And
get you to an IBCLC, because most of the time now we have to help. We don't diagnose, but we listen and support you, and then in turn we'll get you a phone number.
But
for
beyond
an
just
IBCLC.
listening and supporting, you can also assist with positioning, teaching positioning and cues and recognizing cues and that kind of thing.
Yeah, so we like to be ready for anything that's going to be thrown at you with, especially your first baby. We recommend reading while you're pregnant, which I know all pregnant women do, but reading the things that are baby friendly. So going with that initiative. So the Leche League has a book called The Womanly Art of Breastfeeding, which I was going to bring today, but I give it away to everyone I know. And I couldn't find a copy in my own home. But they do have it on, I forget which online. You can read it on your phone. Let me just put it that way. It's called The Womanly Art of Breastfeeding. And it's a good foundation to start if you are, aiming to be full-time breastfeeding mom. And then going to support groups before the baby's born. Finding friends before the baby's born, because your family is your family, but having friends and knowing an IBCLC or knowing a leader in your town.
Getting that support lined up ahead of time.
Absolutely.
So that when you're in that moment of crisis, you know who you need to reach out to.
And it's helpful too if you know if you've already met them, because then you have a relationship, and it's easier to kind of call for help when you have a relationship with the person who's helping you. But there are certain instances where you need to see an international board certified lactation consultant. It's a big long name, but it's a distinction from other breastfeeding trainings that are shorter. So that's kind of the gold standard when you're having an issue, that's where you need to go. And I think what Cassie said, preparing ahead of time and then knowing when and where to ask questions. I feel like we're moving into the next era of breastfeeding help being covered by insurance. So I'm actually able to work with several insurance companies now where I can bill them directly, which is wonderful. So then moms aren't paying as much out of pocket to see me in private practice. And we kind of have an issue with access to care here as far as lactation. We're great here in Athens, Ohio, but when you look at the whole of southeastern Ohio, Appalachia in general, that's kind of where we're not quite up to the place that we should be at this point. So we're
But there are women working in the background that have there are women in Appalachia getting it together so that it's all one network. They're calling it the Appalachian Breastfeeding Network.
Correct.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So that's going to cover Appalachia, like into all the states, because those are the people that don't have access to the care. So that there is support, so that if you do want to breastfeed, you can have that support via phone mainly, or find somebody close to you that breastfeeds that can help you.
All right.